Weird. We need to switch these then. It's gonna get annoying. Well, they're already switched. Okay, that bar doesn't mean anything. Weird. Hello. Um, welcome to another exciting day of getting back to streaming game dev. Um, if you don't know, welcome. My name is KB, and I am working on a endless runner styled game called Joy. Um, so today's stream is a continuation. I'm just trying to get back, not get back, trying to convert the previous game I had over to um, the kind of subway runner style game. And then once I have that down, it will be a matter of um, essentially adding in different obstacles and uh, actions that are unique to this game that were in the previous version of the game. All right. I can't find it on YouTube, but I definitely explained it better on last my stream last week. The goal is to stream Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I missed last Thursday, which is why I'm streaming tonight. And today's goal is to do the curved world shader effect. Right now, the game has been converted so that we can do the infinite roads. So that's set up for right now. Um, and depending on how this tutorial goes, I'll have to adjust how this is or how large these segments are. And then once we get the shaders in, the goal is going to be, just write this down so I remember. All right, this is my like Miro flowchart. I'm gonna just make a note over here. So we have, so we did the infinite road. And then the next thing we need to do is the shader graph. Let's call it shader graph world effect. Make this longer, bigger. World, not bird. So after this, I think what I need to do is to adjust road segments length and create road segment. Oh, hello. I don't remember what my alerts are, and that scared the crap out of me. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I am doing what I normally don't do and getting organized. All right. Oh yeah, I had music. That's the other reason why it scared me. this up some, turn this down some. No. Marshway, we are making a Subway Runner styled game. Just an endless runner mobile game. Just doing some tutorials, trying to figure out how the whole thing works. And then after I get like the basics down, the goal is to add some unique stuff to it. Namely destructible walls. And I think gaps to jump over. And the last thing was supposed to be something sound related. Still need to decide whether I want that to be more of a speed boosting or to be a probably should just be a speed boost because the whole point of this is to kind of get the best time. Or is it to just survive? And the other thing was supposed to be kind of like a singing mechanic where you like collect music notes. And I still have to think about it. Right now, I did this last time I streamed. Don't know how to get to. Oh, there it is. Did that. So that's what we're doing this stream. Do we need to do adjust row segments, create different row segments? After that is going to be a kind of level countdown. So for this, I need to either decide to have each level just be random or to make like 2 or 3 segments and then it counts how many times they spawn, and after a certain amount of time gives you the end spawn for the exit gate. Okay, I think this is gonna be good for now. I don't think I'm gonna even get this far. If I do this though, point collection, music notes, and then fix janky animation. And that should be good for now. These the abilities. The shout still does what it did before, which is I keep giving me stuff there. Just give me the text. Just add text on, then shout destroys walls, which I programmed in the previous version. And then we got leap over gaps and obstacles, which I need to redo, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna need to redo that. He's still in the air. This is not good. Alright, I need to redo him completely. Because my man is going off in space. And that is just a matter of having too many collisions on my character. What else do we need? And then Okay, do that. Alright. That's make things a lot easier. And this is good. Okay, yes. Reverse that. And then do that. So now this is attached. Keep this. And then save. Alright. And this just be this. Let's make this blue. Okay, and we'll go deal with level stuff on the top. Alright, so I'm going to listen to this tutorial. I just have music playing, but if anybody's wondering, the tutorial I am listening to is from Rigor Mortis Tortoise on YouTube. Don't know where this is going to go, so let's do this. That was create, shader graph, HDRP, lit shader graph. And then call this endless runner. Alright, so this is the shader graph. Yikes. Alright, so we need a position node. And a camera node. Anytime now, camera node. Okay. So far from what I'm hearing, we need a position of our character and we need the camera. Because the entire point of this shader is to warp things as they go away from the player. That's the best way I can do that. So, Marshway, are we gonna have an enemy chasing us? No, this is actually game is actually the reverse. You are chasing someone. The final level is you actually trying to finally get them. But the levels before that are just you dodging obstacles in order to keep up with the person that you're chasing. Alright, so we're going to need to subtract, apparently, these two together. she is telling me that we need to only get the Z value out of this. So we're gonna need split node. And even though this says RGBA, it's just going by channel position. So this will actually come out as XYZ. Oh, and A is W. So now I was fixing to delete my project because I cannot like work for the life of me. I only realized I had it on the one setting where it just has its own like it's for some reason if there's an issue with programming or a game, it's always the smallest thing that causes it. It's never like, oh, I couldn't get this to work because my computer was on fire. It's always I had a box checked. So it's always something like that. All right. All right. Math is being talked about, so I don't know what that means. But we do need a power node. And since this is XYZW instead of what it says, this B is going to be the Z value, and that's going to be what we power to the power of 2, I guess. Okay. If I understand this correctly, now our goal is to make sure that we have some control over how the camera is warped horizontally and depth-wise. So we are going to add some properties we can control. And properties we need to mess with are vector3s, XYZ values, and in order to control that on the inspector, we'll need 2 float nodes that we could turn into parameters. Or did I get that right? Wow, that was so fast. Okay, so it was compared to the properties. Alright, so that's gonna replace this one, this is gonna replace this one. This is my first time in the shader graph, so I'm glad to see that it has so many similarities to every other node-based scripting system. This is very close to working in geometry nodes in Blender, which I do not have a whole lot of experience with. Well, this horizontal strength. And then And just call this backward strength because I'm still not quite sure what she's doing, what I'm doing. Maybe I'll spell it right too. No, I wouldn't care about spelling things right, but I had an issue where I had code not work because I had not spelled anything right when I created it and then spelled it right when I called for it. So no more of that. Okay, so multiply. Okay, this is the thing that I need to be looking at. How did we get to here? Completely lost into what's going on. Okay. So we added the old position with this new vector 3 value, outputted that to a new transform, and then like geometry nodes. Okay, so first we gotta tell this to be part of the object. But the world is going to the object. Okay. And then these were the final outputs that we have to plug everything into. And that goes to that vector 3 value. Okay. All right, so that's saved. We can go back into here, and now we need to create a shader. Oh wait, a material or shader? Material. Shader grabs. Endless runner. Eh? I think I should be dropping this on top of the entire prefab. Okay, maybe not. Alright, I gotta pause this because craziness. Alright, so the shader both controls the yeah. Alright, so the shader both controls how it's shaped and the color that went off into outer space. Okay. Objects is not large enough? No. The values are that small. Oops. Weird. This is actually moving it. Oh, it's a moving. Feels like it's a 0. It's not doing anything. Alright. I'll make this like 1. And make this like 002. So thrown off. It's like way over there. Oh, because it's based on the camera. So I can't use this at all. If I look at it through here, I can do it. So if I take this and made it 6 or something, it'd be all the way over there. I think this is supposed to be bending and it's not bending. So that makes me think that I skipped something. That's right, that's right. Road object position. I feel like this is all right. Only thing I can think of is that this piece isn't big enough. Let's see, test ground. Yes, yeah, it's not curved. It's not bending. thinking I need to do this differently. Okay, how everybody else is doing it too. That sucks. Why is this not curving? Why is this not curving? Let's check this out again. Did I skip something? I don't think I did anything different. Ah, and there's the problem. Okay, so that's why it's not working. It doesn't have any vertices. Unity. What do I need? Um, and submissions to uh, uh, okay. So that's not going to even work even a little bit. So let's just make a mesh and call it a day. first step, 3D modeling, is to delete default cube. Let's see. That's the right direction. Might be a little bit too big. Let's get a good number. Hey, 69. Alright, let's do 60. And then let's make this just 10. 10. Z scale doesn't matter. Let's make 1. Alright, and then we can zero out transforms. Get some sub-Ds. I want. I guess that is technically what but not like that. So let's do. Alright. Remember how this works. I need to cut first. Let's not do that next. Then we can. Where's the? I gave me a bunch of numbers last time. That'll work. Let's do the middle one. See if this will do. Let's just make it FX. This is a home computer, so I got stuff in this. This is C. Floor test. This is just the mesh. Just the selected object. Plot transform. No animation. Link to this file. Export. Button. That's the right button. Floor test. And then we're going to open up the section. A sworn double click can just let you open up prefabs. Is it not in the prefabs? Sure ain't. Okay, because I put it in here. Alright. So, let's take this out. And then as this in. I'm just gonna throw off everything but it'll be alright. I'm gonna zero this out because I think it was centered when I first did it. Alright, and then we're gonna put we got some bendies. Okay, it's already working better. Got some bendies. Floor toast. And like 0.001. Oh, if I do negative, it'll bend down. I think it's. Two. So, like, this is kind of the end. So, this is kind of where it's at. This is him touching the ground, sort of. Alright, and then let's do like half this, like 15. Right, and then let's drop this down. Actually, need to increase this. Maybe I do need to curve it up. Yeah, it needs to be curved up. 8. Okay. Last thing I want to try is to curve it back down and to move the camera. This is it. Okay, this is what I want. So let's put this at 25. Let's put this at 9. This at negative 0.35. Alright, that's what I want. Okay, so let's go back into the prefab. And in the prefab, I need to make sure that this stays the same. The horizontal strength is zeroed out. But for what I'm trying to do, I need that zeroed out too. And then I need to make sure that this is touching where it's supposed to. It should have been 0, but I guess not. So I thought I set this up to be 0. I set it up to be 0 when it was a cube. How did he? I think it's still floating. Oh, sorry. I need this. Thank you. About right here's actually the ground. Okay. All right. So that means this is good. I need Winston to be higher up now. Here. Alright, and then I need to figure out where the collider went. So the trigger is here. So when he hits Winston's biggest collider, which might be turned off right now. Alright, let's assume that the collider around Winston is the one that is triggered. This is where it starts. 27.4. And then we got this, it hits here. And then let's duplicate this. All right, so I do this 27.4. Where is the script at this one? This is just speed. Where is it on Winston? It is. Spawn in position. Or is it 50 from this? This is 120.5. I think we said this was 27.5. It doesn't matter, it needs to be this anyway. 120.5. It's 120.2. Let's see if that works. I think we just zero this out. And then we want it to be zeroed out. Camera to be in the right spot. Where is global? Okay, let's see how this works. But first, 120.2 is too far and needs a point. This is an integer. Why's an integer not float? It doesn't matter. Alright, it's not touching the ground. And it's a little off. So what I will do is play around with it. Don't think that's gonna happen. So let me fix that first. Is under the ground, or this is not considered ground? Don't have a ground there. Do have a ground here. Okay, so ground. See if that was the problem. Nope. How off is this? Alright, 105. Oh, 4? So let's try 116. Close number. Stuff running. Okay. I think he's falling to his death, isn't he? Okay. Section delete. It's here somewhere. It's over here. Let's move Winston up. Oh, does it just need to bounce me to rigid body? It might be a rigid body. I gotta. I should have looked at the floor before I deleted it. Alright, why I got crap going on with the Z? Okay, it's a little bit too close. So let's move back here. Okay. Where is it? Alright, let's see what's control us. Scripts and then player controls. Ground check. Oh, it was a layer mask called ground. That's not fun. Get out of here, whatever that is. It's grounded, true. Oops. Yeah, it needs a rich body. Or a collider. I think it just needs a rich body, but I'm not sure. Because checking for a collider would make sense that I'd have a collider. Your own time, Unity. Okay. This is taking a second, so I'm gonna step away while this is doing whatever it is it's doing. I'm actually gonna stand up. Just hope my pants don't fall. Alright, you might not be able to tell, but I'm standing up now. Alright, and we're back. Maybe I just have a copy of the form here somewhere. That's ground. And the crown does have a mesh reader. Not mesh reader, a collider. Don't know what a collider is going to do to us. But let's check it out. Static cube. Static collider. Box collider. I said cube. Is that a box collider? It's where it needs to be. Let's see if this works. Hey, Skip, how's it going? This dude was. Oh, actually, I rigged it in Unity, which is why he's so janky in his T pose right now. So I set up the skeleton in. Oh, it worked now. I set up the skeleton in Blender, and then I brought it into Unity where I added different IK handles. And since this is so messed up, I can show you those real quick. So, all right, it says meta rig, so I guess I did character creator first to just throw in bones real quick. And then after I did that, I exported out just a skeletal mesh. And then in Unity, there's a plugin called I think it's a plugin. There's this animation rigging setup. And in here, when you're messing with any kind of like skeleton or bones or anything, it's gives you this little pop-up window that can let you add IK handles essentially and let you parent things. Yes, very much not a party until inverse kinematics are involved. I wish I just knew what I did to anger it so the T pose wasn't so janky. But I plan on reanimating this character in Blender and just baking the animation or to just export the animation out instead of animating in Unity like I did originally. The idea was that you would his head would move as you look left and right, um, which I don't think it will do if it's not planned. But I don't really need that functionality anymore. So I think I'm just gonna reanimate in Blender like God intended. All right, he's running. This thing is too far back when it instantiates, or this is being killed too early. And I think it's the it's being killed too early part. So let's see. So if you're just tuning in, you guys miss the shader graph and learning how to create the bendy world. Wasn't much to it. It's mostly just a bunch of math. Look at the position of the. Keep pushing the wrong button. Look at the position of the camera and the character. So that's fine. Go further back. So that's perfect. About right here. So this is 154.5. Alright, so now let's try to figure out why this is dipping down. Oh, I know why it's dipping down. Because it's going to force me to put a Y value on here. Gravity's not turned on. Whoa, why is that further away? This should be consistent. Oh, because he didn't hit the thing because he was floating in the air like an idiot. That's why. So I gotta fix that before I can fix anything else. And that is going to be in this trigger script. So let's see if I added a Y, or if I just need to change this. It might be, this might be the problem. No, that's where it was. Why also, oh, because I paused it. I was like, why are you mid-run? Alright. Oh, this is wrong. Somehow. What changed this? No. Why is this wrong? Prefabs. This is not wrong in here. Oh yeah, it is. Like it's barely a change, Unity. Calm down. Right? Still not right. If this ain't right, that means it was moved here. Right. cover it all. And this needs to have box collide to it. Okay. Let's check this out. I missed something because my chat window is tiny. See if I can find it. Skip, if you're rigging in Blender, I personally don't understand how to do the kind of intricate stuff like we did in Maya, like adding channels and stuff, even though I know it's possible because the auto rigs have all that stuff in the different channels in Blender. But for the most part, it's pretty simple. The only thing you really got to kind of know is just your basic. Well, only thing you really got to know is how Blender names things. Because if you can get the naming stuff right, then you can use symmetry to kind of flip bones pretty quick. Oh, he is swinging the air. Does it even have gravity? Yeah, he's using gravity. It takes so long to fall then. Okay, I don't know why I'm pressing play again like I fixed anything. Wait, that was fixed. Okay, it wasn't fixed, he just failed the check. Failed to check again. This has a collider on it now. Okay, let me look at the ground model I had again. This had just the collider. Oh. I forgot to put the layer mask on it. Ground. There he is. Alright, that's super far away. Alright, so this is when this instantiates. So 8.1. Where is it? Okay, there it is. 114. And it needs to be 91. 114 minus 91 is about. I had it, and then my brain just decided not to do anything about it. It's around like 22-ish. 116 popped up at 114. Where is it now? 91. So I don't think I needed to do any math at all. I just needed to put this at 90. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's bones, then binding, then constraints, then weight pain, then drivers. Yeah, for the most part. Um, I don't remember if it has. Don't remember if I'm confusing it with Maya. I'm pretty sure there's like two different or three different ways to bind bones. For the most part, you don't really have to do a lot of paint weights. It's pretty good at guessing. There is an issue where if you want to just control the values, I don't know what kind of vehicle that was. If you want to just control the values of each vertex, um, you can't do it all at once. You can only grab a couple, and it'll show you the percentages of which vertex is connected to which bone, weight wise. And there's the added whole thing about vertexes and vertex groups. But once you get the hang of it, it's pretty quick and easy to do simple um, rigging, especially if it's humanoid, because you can start off with the basic bipedal skeleton. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I was using the character creator program I was using. When you bring that into Blender, it uses Rigify, and I kind of if it if it don't work, then it ain't gonna work as far as I'm concerned because I can't figure it out. All right, this looks like it's working. I don't see a pile up behind it. Only real issue is maybe it's not long enough. Boom, boom. But I think I could fix that with the world. And let's see if I can. All right. So in here for, okay, I need to pick something before it is destroyed. So let's pause this. 4. And now we're going to start using our shader material to bend them. So I think this is left and right. Let's do just a little bit. And then this is going to be, I think we said we're going up. Too far up. Let's just do one. Nope, too much. Okay, let's see what this does. Ah, well, it's kept it. So I don't have to worry about it. Alright. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. If I use the shader graph, will the one in the further away um, bend? So yeah, this is pretty much just like geometry nodes, where the thing isn't actually happening, but it's telling the camera to make it look like it's happening. So it's fine. Let's make it go left. after we make a new one. All right, sick. All right, now for the final test. We're gonna put that shader on everything else. Okay. I might have to put it on the character too. And I wonder if I can change this. To help with the distance. Or maybe I just need to move the thing up. Man, this is gonna be a doozy trying to figure out how to. Alright, it's pretty straight when it gets there, so maybe it doesn't need it. Ah, it needs a little bit. Yeah, it definitely does have that kind of racing vibe. I think I should keep things simple and just have him go left and right. I would love to put it more like on a rail system where I have different lanes and you just tell him to go to from one lane to the other. But I don't think that I need to do that. Especially if I'm using a shader instead of actually having paths. Could just make paths, but this makes it more modular. Alright, well, that was the goal for the day. Got this 3D world working using the shader graph. Once again, following tutorial by Rigor Mortis Tortoise on YouTube. Yeah, this is all an illusion set up by this shader that I need to turn this on. So all a trick of the eye, just using the position of the camera to warp things further away from it. Basically using math to get like a different vector 3. All right, so we can go ahead and cross that off the list. And that's going to be it for tonight's stream. I'll try to go longer other times, especially when I get a chair that doesn't hurt to be in for longer than 5 seconds. But um, try to stream on Thursdays, specifically working on this game. I also try to stream on Tuesdays. I might be working on the other game I'm doing, or it might just be like some gaming streams. I don't know, like chess or magic or something like that. I want to thank everybody for stopping by and saying hello and uh, letting me join in on your also programming or rigging woes. And I will see you guys next time. Have a good night.